By the gods, that's a female orc, here in the human town, and she's taken one of them prisoner. I must notify the town guard right away, and Master Marcus. Together we must fight to the last drop of blood, and...
I can hear you!
Stay where you are. I'm a mage.
So I see.
A dangerous battle mage.
Now that, on t'other hand, I find doubtful.
Who are you? What do you want here? And how did you get here?
A lot of questions. Give me one good reason why I should answer them.
Her name is Elizabeth. She's come here for the annual beauty contest and has brought a golden Pegasus with her. He's called Bob.
Pegasi or Pegasuses? Anyway, they're always white, and no one would name their Pegasus Bob.
I am a bounty hunter and just passing through.
Are bounty hunters allowed to simply tie up here?
Certainly. Bounty hunters and merchants are neutral in this war.
Nobody wanted the bounty hunters.
I'm just waiting for Bill the merchant who has my provisions. Then I'm on my way.
I have no idea what's going on here, but the airship could be exactly what I need for my expedition.
Who did you just speak to?
To no one, really. So your name isn't Elizabeth?
I am known as Mazaz.
Or Sugar Lips, Greenie, or just, Oi, you fella! And she is one lousy bounty hunter.
That's right. I only catch imbeciles. Those who are even more stupid than me.
Where are you taking your prisoners?
That's none of your business, dwarf. They know, and that's enough.
I'm not a dwarf. I'm a gnome.
Too right, Shorty. Don't take any nonsense. Turn her into a sheep.
I can only transform rabbits into kind of a sheep.
Great. That's helpful.
I have to go.
If you see the merchant, can you tell him that I'll rip his ears off if he doesn't turn up here soon?
A large net. Might be a fishing net, or maybe one of those cargo nets. It's a long way down beneath the plank. You wouldn't catch me standing on it. I've never seen a creature like that before. It's similar to the demon from the inn. Maybe it's just an animal. Ooh!
Hi.
I'm Wilbur. Who are you?
Someone with a tiny problem, as you can see. Could you do me a favor and whack that green lady over the head?
Come on, Nate. I'm only doing my job here.
I know the job market's tough, but yours is going to cost me my neck.
Undoubtedly.
Are you a pirate or something?
No.
Yes.
Well, I have been called that occasionally, but I'm just about as much of a pirate as Mazaz here is a ballet dancer. I'm the captain of this proud ship, the Mary. I'm a freelance treasure hunter.
You're a swindler.
And you're a terrible ballet dancer.
I like ballet. You're a professional treasure hunter. So you know your way around sunken temples and the like.
Of course. I have traveled all across the skies to the ends of the earth. I've fought Cyclops and seen things that a man probably shouldn't have. Such as Mazaz here, for example.
Suppose I needed to travel to a certain island, and I could show you the island on a map. Could you bring me there?
Well, apart from the fact that I'm sitting here in a cage, then sure.
Then we'll just have to free you.
Hello? I still happen to be here.
What's that got to do with it?
See you later.
Take care, Shorty.
Captain Nate is a treasure hunter. And he has his own ship. Someone like him would be perfect for my team. But how do I get past that orc lady? And all on my own? A coiled rope. It's been used a lot.
Hey! What do you think you're doing there? That's my rope.
Your rope? It belongs to the Mary and is therefore my rope.
Perhaps you haven't quite understood this yet. The ship no longer belongs to you. It now belongs to me.
Over my dead body.
Aye.
Well, no matter who the rope belongs to, it's not mine. Sorry. I can't do anything with that plank as long as the bounty hunter is standing on it. Mage Diploma for Wilbur Weathervane of the White Ridge Mountains. Won't the Master Brewer be amazed when I show him this? Master Marcus says it's a powerful magical amulet, but he couldn't tell me what powers the amulet has. Maybe I'll never know, but at least I passed the exam. The net is a good 2 meters long and very strong. The potion gives the user incredible strength, but there's not much left in the vial. I'll save it for later.
My fault? They gave me the wrong coordinates.
The coordinates were correct.
Yeah, great. Some kind of weird orc system. Look at me. Do I look like an orc? Maybe they should have given me the coordinates for a human navigation system.
Perhaps you could have simply listened
Impressive what we
while
mages can
things
do,
were being
my order and
explained
I.
to you at great length.
I've been a captain for 15 years. I don't need things explained to me.
Quite obviously you do. At the very least, you might have noticed that it was not a stinking headquarters when you landed in the wedding cake.
The bridesmaids looked pretty suspect.
Ah, so that was why you decided to strip search them, was it?
Oh, that is very interesting. Now that's what I call magic. Fantastic. A huge map of the entire country, and I've only seen a tiny corner of it to date. That is probably the thickest book I've ever seen. It says Encyclopedia Fantastica here. Fantastic knowledge in just one volume. The strange thing is that most of the pages are completely blank. I mean, our world isn't that uninteresting. The flower keeps floating away from me. Maybe it's shy. Dad always says, what you don't have in your head, you'd better have in your books. I would have thought there'd be more books here. No wonder the Archmage has gone elsewhere to seek information. That's a telescope. Grandad has one. The question is it a masterpiece of technology or magic? Or perhaps both? Wow! No idea what these globes are supposed to represent, but they're gorgeous. Strange idea, stretching a map over a globe like that. How are you supposed to use it? The pillar holds up this little roof. It looks pretty strong. Shieldhand has one of these down at the gate too. I guess dozens of guards used to patrol the town.
But I still can't let you go up, my lovely.
I will say it once more. I have to give the Archmage a book. It's important.
I don't know anything about a book. And believe me, whatever the Archmage is up to, it's more important than your stupid book.
But
End of discussion. Only graduate mages or people with an invitation from the Archmage can go into the tower. And to be precise, I don't see any of those at the moment, sorry.
A colourful bird. If it were not impossible, I would say he was looking at me rather reproachfully. Hello.
Hi.
You're an elf, right?
Indeed. And you are a kind of wood goblin?
I'm a gnome. Wilbur Weathervane. Master Wilbur Weathervane. Pleased to meet you.
You're a mage.
With diploma.
Then you can go into the upper town and into the mage tower.
That's exactly where I've just come from.
Could you take me up there?
Who are you?
My name is Ivadora Eleonora Clarissa, Princess of Silverwood.
Ooh. And you're a real princess from Silverwood.
Call me Ivo. He's called Cheep Cheep.
I overheard you talking to the city guard about a book. Do you need to take it to the Archmage?
I have to. It's very important.
Could it be that you got this book from a gremlin secret cellar? A gremlin who shortly before had been ejected over the White Ridge Mountains?
Get out of my brain, you mage.
You almost dropped the professor on my head. He sent me here with a secret message for the Archmage.
Oh, were you able to bring him the news?
Yes, it was very disquieting. I believe that the book you're carrying explains just where an extremely powerful artifact can be found.
Yeah, the gremlin did hint at something of that sort. He was very concerned.
He's got every reason to be. The Archmage is gone. He's trying to find out exactly where the artifact is hidden. And then I'm supposed to go get it, quietly and secretly, along with 2 friends.
But it's here. This book tells us where the artifact can be found.
Unfortunately, the Archmage doesn't know that. This whole story is too much for one gnome. I think we should work together.
I should really be at home in the elf burrow listening to Uncle Ignacio droning on. I am in enough trouble already.
Don't you understand? This book explains the exact location of the artifact of divine power. That's precisely the information the Archmage is looking for.
Then take the book and wait for him here.
And if the Shades are faster than we are, what if they manage to extract the information from the old gnome before the Archmage returns?
And what then? Are we to fight the Shades single-handed? And what are we talking about here, by the way? What is it that the Shadow Army want to get their hands on?
I can't tell you that here. How about this? I'll get you into the Mage Tower somehow, and there I'll show you the Professor's message and...
And then I can decide whether I'm in or not.
It's a deal. I'll be back.
And I will wait.
Welcome, Master Wilbur.
Mr. Shieldhand, I must insist that you allow the young elf over there entrance to the upper town.
No.
But, you know, it's about that thing.
What thing?
The thing we talked to the Archmage about. The important thing.
I don't know what you mean. Nothing unusual has happened, and even if it had, then we'd be forbidden to discuss it. And most certainly there would have been a crystal clear order to let nobody into the upper town.
But...
No matter what the reason. Do we understand each other?
as an accredited mage, I must unfortunately bid you adieu.
Very well, Master Wilbur.
Master Marcus, you'll never believe this, but... Master Marcus? Hello? He's not here. A folded note with my name on it.
Dear Wilbur, you probably don't even know what you've achieved. Not only have you completed your mage degree quicker than anyone ever, you've also shown an old man that there's always hope. I thank you for that. I have gone to stand at my brother's side at Wildthorn Pass. He's there fighting back the Shadow Army's vicious onslaught. I hope to see you again soon, Master Weathervane. Marcus Maria Alistair, Master of Magic.
P.S. I would like to pass my magic glasses on to you as a gift. I do not need them anymore. My nose belongs in the fresh air, not amongst old books. This is really very nice of Master Marcus, but couldn't he have kept his thirst for action under control just for a few more hours? I could really use him, yeah? And he's not likely to find his brother there either. He's off looking for the island in some archive, not standing on some battlefield. It can't be helped. He's gone. I'll just have to carry on alone. I would love to sit here all day and study these books. Unfortunately, I don't have the time. I guess it's learning on the job for me. I have things to do here in the city, so there's no time to just go for a walk. Incredible. Now I have the glasses on. The pages are filled from top to bottom with fine script. Without the glasses, the pages appear totally empty. So the glasses are as useful as they are cool. What should I look for? I found him less charming than I'd expected. Probably important leaders don't have time to be polite. Adelaide of Sad Hills, Alabaster Processing, Alistair the Shrink, Alistair the Third of High... Ah, here we are. Alistair Mordred Michael Mechtild, Archmage. Blah, blah, born the second of 4 children, brother Marku, blah, blah, Mage Academy, summa cum laude, Order of Merlin, first class, level 99 Archmage, blah, blah, work on sheep, metamorphosis, owner of some of the world's most powerful magical artifacts, blah, blah, head of the Alliance Secret Service, advisor to the king, blah, blah. Strange. Why does it always say blah, blah? You'd think the authors would take more care with the entry for someone that important. Let's see what we can find. Sauron, Semolina, Shysta, Sordia, an island located in the Silent Sea, probably named after a long-forgotten sorcerer. That's all it says. No information as to where the island actually is. Pretty skimpy. Okay, it was worth a try. Good idea.
You've already kept that promise once before.
Of course.
But what's with this oh so important message then?
Come with me to the Mage Tower. I'll show you there.
Hurry, or none of us will be in control of our own destinies. Help us, Master Alistair. You're our only hope.
This is not good at all.
Now do you understand? We have to do something. If the Archmage hasn't returned soon, we have to find the island's location using the book and then rescue the artifact ourselves.
You're right. We have to do something. No mortal should be in possession of such power. I'm in.
Yay! And there's an airship moored right outside. Maybe Cap and Nate will fly us to the island.
One thing at a time. First, we have to find out where this island is.
Okay. What should I look for? Let's see what we can find. Sauron, Semolina, Shysta, Sordia, an island located in the Silent Sea, probably named after a long-forgotten sorcerer. That's all it says. No information as to where the island actually is. Pretty skimpy. Okay, it was worth a try. There are a lot of small unnamed islands on the map, one of which is the island of Sordia, where the artifact of divine fate is hidden. But which one? There's something on top of that cabinet. Some papers of some sort. Maps, maybe. Hello, Evo.
What's up?
Let's have a look in the Gremlin's book. Somewhere there must be a reference to the island of Sordia.
Okay now, what do we have here? A story about a magician and his sheep.
Oh, a story about mages, with pictures.
You won't like this story, believe me. Here, this is the travel log of a fairy explorer. In it, he describes how he landed on an island. He sketched the temple ruins.
And the professor believes that the artifact is in this temple on the island of Sordia.
Exactly. The fairy explorer described his route very precisely.
Never heard of it.
Me neither. We have to find it.
I have to think a minute. Could you take over here?
Of course. That's a swamp creeper, a plant-eating plant. It creeps up on its quarry and chokes them from behind. A few papers, magic gadgets and junk. Now then, Krunpak. I will find you eventually.
I don't believe this. I just can't find the place.
Me neither. It isn't on the map.
But why would this fairy explorer describe a place that doesn't exist? Or did it once exist but is now abandoned?
That's it.
Hmm?
Krunpak is the name of the place in the Shades language. When the fairy explorer was there, it was a shade town. But this map is new, so it'll have the human name of the town.
So we have to find out what the town of Krunpak used to be called.
Exactly. There are several large pieces of paper on top of the bookcase. Could possibly be maps. No problem. That looks like a tactical map to me. There are troop movements marked on it. Presumably that was years ago. One of the maps is a rough copy of the map on the wall. I can use it to mark where the island is situated, but we'll have to locate it first. One of the maps is a smaller version of the map on the wall. I could mark the position of the island on it if only we knew where it was. The town guard will only let mages and people with prior invitations up there. Looking at your clothes, my guess is that you pretended to be a mage.
I'm not pretending to be a mage. I am a mage, with a diploma.
I find it quite difficult to believe that a young gnome from the White Ridge Mountains is a mage.
But it's true. I did the training with Master Marcus down in the city.
You learn everything that one needs to know for the mage diploma in a few hours.
Aye. Wasn't easy, though. Almost killed me.
I think you should have a bit more of a think. I'm going to take a break.
Sure, no problem. Okay. What should I look for? Alright, I just hope the encyclopedia is more up to date than the map. Kedguri, Kayak, Kedguri, Kismet, Krunabel the Terrible, Krunpak. Krunpak, once known as Redstonbury, is a town in the southern heath, known mainly for its salt mining and the blah blah blah. Redstonbury, this is it. Hello, Evo.
What's up?
Off we go. We still have a lot to do.
If you say so. One of the maps is a smaller version of the map on the wall. I could mark the position of the island on it if only we knew where it was. Redstanbury, where are you?
There it is. Redstanbury.
Excellent. From there, we have to follow the footsteps of the fairy explorer. There are 7 steps in total. I'll read them out, and you look where it takes us, okay? Good. We're in Redstanbury. The first point is 2 days' march north to the foot of the mountains. Where's that? Mark the place. Okay, from there, 1 day's march eastwards. The place has to be somewhere on a large plain. Next step, go northeastwards until you reach the road. You got it? Follow the road in a northerly direction until you reach a river. The next marker goes where the road meets the river. Follow the river to its mouth. That's good. Now head south. Follow down the coast until you reach a large bay. East of the bay there should be islands. Mark the bay. Okay, from there head northeast. It's the second island along. You got it?
That must be the Isle of Sordia right there.
Good work. I don't think that we've made a mistake. So that over there is Sordia. Let's mark the island on a small map.
So, now we've found the island, all we need is some transportation.
And that is floating outside.
You got it.
Goods are transported in bales. This one here appears to be very heavy. Orcs are tough, strong and aggressive. That one there looks fit. I don't know if I could eliminate her. If at all, it would be with speed or with brains. Hello, Orc.
What do you want, elf?
I need the human for a few days. Will you lend him to me?
No, I'm carrying out a task and I'll fulfill it.
Then I'll take him.
If you can get past me.
Meow!
Shut it, Ned.
There's never a mud wrestling pit when you need it most.
Do you really think that you have a ghost of a chance against Mazaz?
You might be stronger than me, but how are you going to hit me? I float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Then I will rip your wings off one after other.
Ah, I fear that metaphor passed someone by completely. I want that human and I'll have him before sundown.
Ooh, Elfie.
I'm looking forward to seeing how you're going to achieve that, Elf.
How about this little competition? Elf against Orc. It'll be a classic.
As long as it's not going to be about who can best howl at the moon by a swamp, then the result is a given.
What about dental care, general education, or thunderous thighs?
Shut it, Nate. So, what do you suggest?
How about with a bit of ballet?
I knew it. Only a young elfweed could suggest something like that.
Young elf. I was here even before you orcs were invented.
Then you should possess some kind of skills that go beyond dancing around a bit. So, what do you suggest?
You think that you're strong, so how about a bit of arm wrestling?
You are joking, aren't you? An elf beating an orc warrior at arm wrestling? Never!
So, are you willing to give it a shot?
Of course. Why not? Come here. Okay, let's do it. Hey, Elf. I said let's do it. Let me know when you're ready. Shall we warm up? Right. I'm ready. Shall we start?
Puh.
What's the matter? Fed up already?
Here, Ivo, a power elixir. Maybe you can use it.
Thank you. I just have to be careful Cheap Cheap doesn't get wind of this. He'd tell on me at home. I can't feel anything. I wonder if it worked. Hello, Orc.
What do you want, Elf?
How about another round of arm wrestling?
Now, there's someone who likes to be humiliated. I will flatten you.
We'll see about that. This time I'm playing for real.
Of course!
The plank is free, but what should I do with it now? I don't know what to ask him, and I don't want to appear too curious.
Yes.
Magic! There's magic at play here.
An elf would never cheat, as well you know.
I want revenge!
Perhaps some other time.
Got it. That won't work. The bounty hunter would notice.
Hello, Orc.
What do you want, elf?
So, another round of arm wrestling?
You were just lucky. I wasn't concentrating.
Of course.
First, I'll throw the rope over that crossbeam. That looks like a good trap to me.
Yes.
Magic! There's magic at play here.
An elf would never cheat, as well you know.
I want revenge!
Perhaps some other time.
I can't do it.
Oi! What's going on?
Ivor!
What the?
Now!
Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Well, hey, that was brilliant. Get us out of here.
Hello.
Hi down there. Mizaz's departure was a little abrupt.
Yes, somehow I always have problems with the fine-tuning on my traps.
Main thing is, she's gone.
Ivor and I have to travel to a certain island as quickly as possible. Will you take us there?
What's going on there, then?
Oh, it's an archaeological expedition.
All right.
You owe us that, Nate. We've rescued you from certain death.
Oh, yeah, I'd have worked something out myself. And, my pretty one, to you, I'm Captain Bonnet. I'm not interested in a scientific expedition.
If you don't want to help us, then just stay up there till the bounty hunter comes back. And what do you think the Green Lady's gonna do to you when she does get back?
You've got a point there. On the other hand, you still need my airship. And do you know how to steer a flying ship?
Fine then. The Archmage himself has sent us on a mission.
The Archmage? I'm not so sure I want to get myself dragged into this.
This is vital to the Alliance.
I'm not on the Alliance's side. Of course, I'm not on the Shadow Army's side either. I'm a neutral. I leave them alone, they leave me alone.
capturing you and wanting to kill you is something that you call leaving you alone.
Well, put it this way. I'd prefer not to attract quite so much attention from now on. Mazaz is going to come after me again, and it's not really appropriate for me to be going into war waving a banner for the Alliance.
Well, it's about this thing.
This thing? And you don't want to tell me what this thing is? Are you scared I'll go off looking for it myself? Is it that valuable?
Well, actually,
Yes.
Ah, and where is it exactly?
On an island. We'll show you when we're in the air.
Well, I reckon for 50%,
But you're alone.
there's two of us, just like you two.
You're counting your pet as well.
Well, you have.
hey,
A third. You fly us there and then stay out of the way once we've arrived.
Okay, fine, we're in. Now, will you get us down at last? Everything okay with you guys?
Yes! This must be the entrance to the temple. How long do you think it'll take to repair the engine?
Oh, it's more complicated than it seemed. You shouldn't wait for me.
ooh, how exciting! A sunken temple full of danger and adventure, a lost artifact, and we are the valiant treasure hunters hot on the trail.
Listen, Wilbur, you did really well in Seastone, but this is different. Things could get really dangerous here. I prefer if you stayed out of this.
But,
I'll call you if I need you, okay?
but...
He's gonna hate me for that. But I'd rather have an insulted gnome to deal with than a dead one. The bee's nest is definitely inhabited. There are bees buzzing around all over the place and they're fighting the fire fairies for the nectar. I'm supposed to reach into the bee's nest and steal the honey while the bees are still in the nest. Forget it. I've also got nothing to put the honey in. Captain Bonnet can get water up from the sea with a bucket whilst the airship's still in flight. But I don't have a clue what he does with it after that. He certainly doesn't wash with it. Human ropes are so primitive. They get dirty, they rot, and they break. I'd better not stand on that. Looks unsafe. How did that fish get here? Maybe a seabird left it.
Or it was a flying fish.
Right.
They do exist. Grandad's squadron was called the Flying Hellfish.
I'll just take one bone. You never know when a small, sharp, curved thing might come in handy. A snapped branch, presumably from one of the trees up there. Strange vegetation here. Normally these sorts of plants and trees are more likely to be found in the south. Hello, Cheep Cheep. Maybe you could help me to get at the honey in the bee's nest. Perhaps you could distract them. You can fly so much better than them. Quick, while Cheep Cheep's distracting the bees. Oh, but I don't have a suitable container. The bucket's too big. I don't want to destroy the whole nest. The bees would be angry with me for that. I've tied the fishbone to the end of the string. I've tied the rope to the stick, and at the end of the rope the fishbone acts as a hook. Just missing the bait now. Fishing without any bait at all is exceedingly optimistic. The sea swallowed the temple and the artifact of divine fate. If everything goes well, we'll claim it back again today. One of the paving stones is broken. You can see the earth under it. The earth is hard and dry. One of the paving stones is broken. You can see the earth under it. Those are fire fairies. They're very rare. I haven't seen any for 200 years. The earth is sucking the water up like a sponge. Something's moving in the earth. They're worms. The water's enticed them up. I'll take a few before they disappear again. That gives me a fully functional fishing rod. Hey, Wilbur, could you give me a hand?
Of course.
Can you catch a fish for me?
I never fished before. I'm from the mountains.
It's very simple and completely safe. Come here.
And now?
Now you cast the line and wait for a fish to bite.
I should...
Just throw it in. What the...
How do you know if a fish is bitten?
Oh,
One's bit!
that's great.
And now? What next?
You go and stand next to Cheep Cheep again. I'll call you if I need any more help.
Okay.
I'll put the fish into the bucket. At least it'll have a bit of water in there. This must be the entrance to the temple. In the past, it must have been a side entrance or something. The actual temple with the main entrance has sunk into the ocean. I hope the connection to it's still intact behind this door. small alcoves positioned around the entrance. There are strange symbols under each alcove which I can't read. Under those are words in the old language. Creature of the air is how I'd translate this. Creature of the earth is written there. Creature of fire is written under this alcove. This alcove has creature of water written on it. There's no doubt that the fish is a creature of water. Creature of the earth is written there. I'll place several creatures of the earth into the alcove. Captain Bonnet? Are you quite sure that you're repairing that airship?
Sure. Why wouldn't I be?
It's raining breadcrumbs. Don't tell me that we took that detour yesterday solely to get your bread rolls.
What are you implying?
So it was just incompetence. I thought as much. Did you intend to throw the jar at my head? Hello? Oh. Hello, Cheep Cheep. Maybe you could help me to get at the honey in the bee's nest. Perhaps you could distract them. You can fly so much better than them. Quick, while Cheep Cheep's distracting the bees. There isn't much honey in the glass and it's covered in bits of honeycomb, but there's enough for a sandwich. There's not much honey in the jar and what's there's covered in bits of honeycomb, but there's enough for a sandwich. The fire fairies are cautious. They're keeping away from me. This could work. The intellectual capacities of fairies are completely overrated. Come on, lovely honey. I've gotcha. I'll leave the lid open slightly so the fairy can breathe. I think one could call this little beastie a creature of fire. Hello, Cheep Cheep. You are the only thing missing. A creature of the air. Now come on, please, just sit in the alcove. There you are. No trap. However, the door isn't opening either. Perhaps one has to... Cheap! Hello? Cheap, cheap! Thank the gods you're okay. It can't have been that bad. Oh, very well, but not the whole lot in one go. See you, Cheep Cheep. You want to come?
Of course!
Okay, but keep behind me and don't touch anything. And what about Mr. Professional Treasure Hunter? Are you coming?
Well, there are still a few things to do on the ship here.
Really? Would you rather wait out here then and warn us if the Shades or that adorable bounty hunter appear?
On the other hand, you'd be completely stuck in that temple without me. And don't touch anything. If you see a precious stone anywhere, call me. It could be a trap.
If you're such an expert, shouldn't you be going ahead?
Not all traps can be seen in time. The expedition leader needs to keep safe.
Wilbur, stay well away from him if you value your life.
What? This temple is ancient. What could happen to you here? Shouldn't something unexpected happen now?
Enough messing around. We've got a job to do. Come on and stick close together.
Yeah, as close as possible, baby. Oh, damn!
Oh, great. Stay calm. I'll think of something. I wonder where these roots are coming from. There aren't any big trees around here. Perhaps there were some here in the past, and these are the remnants of the ancient woodlands. Everything okay down there?
Oh, everything's hunky-dory.
I'm okay!
Was bound to happen. And who goes and lands right at the bottom in the mud? Well, I'm hoping it's mud. It's so dark here, I can't see my hand in front of my face. As long as it's pitch black, I'd rather stay put. For all I know, I could be standing on top of a slim stone column surrounded by piranhas with clubs.
My first sunken temple, and the first thing I do is run into a trap. This is so cool.
Four stone rings with symbols on them, one above the other. They look like they could be turned. I guess they have to form some kind of combination, but trial and error isn't going to work here. There'll be thousands of possibilities. Looks like it goes further into the temple there. I should be very careful. There's something glittering on the other side up there. I can't see what it is and I can't get close to it. peculiar face it's pulling. The mouth's open wide. Looks like it should be fed with something. There's another face like that over there. Looks exactly the same as this one here. This door has no handle, no knob, and no lock. Just this crystal. Wow, that looks very promising. Only nothing else is happening. My guess is that a crystal goes in the same place, exactly like the door. This adventurer's had it. Doesn't look like his machete helped him much. I guess they have to form some kind of combination. But trial and error isn't going to work here. There'll be thousands of possibilities. I'm not going down. I'll leave them to it.
I can see nothing. No light, no sight. I'm not going to get desperate and then grope my way around the walls trying to find an exit. Well, not yet.
The alcoves have opened again. The worms, the fish, and the fairy have disappeared. The rope would be long enough to let down to Wilbur, but it's too thin for him to climb up. The glass jar has remained in the alcove. I'll take that with me. The fish has disappeared along with the water, but the bucket still looks okay. I haven't been able to tie it securely. If it slips out, then that's my only jar gone. I could put the glass jar into the bucket, but why would I put an empty glass jar in there? I've tied the bucket to the rope. It looks absolutely beautiful. The jelly glowfish are making the water glow with their bioluminescence. These jelly glowfish have presumably never seen a bipedal being. They're very trusting. The jar with the jelly glowfish is in the bucket. Hey, Wilbur, I'm sending a jelly glowfish down to you.
Thanks. Hey, there's symbols on this door.
What do they look like?
Something that looks like a snail with a long neck, a fish without a head, a sort of branch, and a star.
Well, that's all well and good, but could you throw the light down to me now? I can't see my hand in front of my face down here.
Sorry. Sorry. What do you see?
A passage. No idea where it leads. Out of this hole, I hope.
What sort of symbols were on Wilbur's door? Something looking like a snail with a long neck, a fish without a head, a branch and a star. That should be it.
The door's open, Ivor!
As I thought, things in the temple are controlled with these stone discs. Presumably one of the priest's little games. Open sesame! That kind of stuff.
One of the stones has fallen out of the wall. Sooner or later, the entire temple will collapse. Looks a little like my Aunt Ethel. The wheel is locked using the metal thingy up there. That prevents people from turning it.
I'm not going down. I'll leave them to it.
big wheel just crying out to be turned. But it won't turn. There's a metal catch stopping it. The roots are hanging pretty low, but still too high for me to climb.
Even at this depth, there are still roots, and it looks like they keep going down. Maybe I could reach them with Cap and Nate's help. Cap and Nate, could you give me a boost up?
Why should I?
Then I might be able to reach the roots.
And then what?
Well, then I pull myself up.
So what good does that do me?
Well, maybe I'll find a way to get you out of here.
Huh. All right then.
It worked.
I'll wait and celebrate later, when I'm out.
That's quite a chunk of rock, but I might still be able to move it. That's sort of a hatch with a wheel. Ugh, it's no use. Captain Nate, could you give me a boost up? Thanks. It works! Together, the stone and I are heavy enough. Away with you!
Let's see. That was it. The hatch is open. A small passage that leads into a shaft. But I can't squeeze through the hatch. I'm too big.
The ladder leads up into the dark, and the shaft gets narrower up there. Hi, Ivo!
Wilbur!
I found a hidden ladder. It brought me here.
Brilliant! What's that glittering up there with you?
This, a crystal.
Oh, can you throw it down? I've got an idea what it might be used for.
I have to keep going. Having adventures, avoiding traps, revealing secrets.
I think I've underestimated you, my little friend.
That's a stone tablet. It bears the same symbols as the ones you see everywhere on the walls. That's a stone tablet. It bears the same symbols as the ones you see everywhere on the walls. I don't think I can do anything with that myself. Look, Ivo! I found a stone tablet with symbols on it.
Really? Show me. I think that's just what I'm looking for. Thank you.
We make a good team.
Now, don't get overconfident. The stone tablet has rows of symbols like the stone rings inscribed on it. That sounded like something's happened again. Okay, that's that. The combination's correct, but there's still something not quite right. The combination's correct, but there's still something not quite right.
Ah, the figure's mouth is opened. There's something like a switch inside.
The combination's correct, but there's still something not quite right.
The passage is almost as small as the hatch over there by the ladder. I can't even see where it goes. Aha! So that's where this leads.
Is there another crystal there?
Yes!
Excellent, well done.
cold. Wet.
Aha! Exactly the same as over there.
There's a crystal in this door. Wow! Only, does that help us somehow?
Aha, we can move on at last.
The door only remains open when all three crystals are being touched. That means that only the person standing by the door can go through it.
So who's gonna go?
That is the question.
I'm so small that I can crawl through anywhere, and Caponate is so strong.
And Ivo is so sexy.
Ugh, and how's that supposed to help?
No idea. I just thought I'd mention it.
Should I really? Wish me luck. I'll find a way to open the door from the other side.
Good luck and look after yourself.
Brave little fella.
You can say that again.
And what can us two beautiful people do so alone?
Ugh.
Wilbur, it's up to you now. Won't budge. Another door. It looks more insignificant than the other two. A water vehicle with a skeleton. Some sort of board. It's broken. The iron rod looks pretty heavy. And it's stuck between those stones. I can't! Ugh, it feels like rotten food. Offerings, maybe. What is that? A tin. It says sardines in oil. I think we're supposed to put the crystals back in here. Maybe I could touch both crystals by myself once they're in the sockets. Maybe if I stretch? I think we're supposed to put the crystals back in here. Maybe I could touch both crystals by myself once they're in the sockets. Maybe if I stretch? Does the treasure chamber with the artifact lie beyond this door? Or are there just more doors? And more gates? And doors? Wow! The stonemasons weren't a patch on the dwarves, but the statue is impressive. I think I should just wait for the others first before I find out what's through there. It's not easy to open. Wilbur Weathervane, Master Thief. I thought so. Everything in the temple is built by good old gnome technology. Two stone discs with a shaft in the middle. The bottom disc is bigger than the top one. It looks like some discs are missing. There are symbols engraved into both discs. No idea what they mean. Gnome Tech Temple Control System 1000 TM. The company went bust years ago. They specialize in technical systems for sunken temples. Traps, curses, trick doors, that kind of thing. But not many temples sink nowadays. Some kind of rounded metal cylinder with stone caps. Pretty solidly built. There's a stone disc in there. A perfect fit. There's still one disc missing. That is a fantastic gnome invention, I think. Who knows what disasters might occur if I were to press that button? Or nothing at all. Some kind of rounded metal cylinder with stone caps, pretty solidly built. I don't think that will do any good right now. Who knows what disasters might occur if I were to press that button? Or nothing at all. Nothing is working here. My sister would definitely know why. Ooh, some nice round stones. Ooh, some nice round stones. I think we're supposed to put the crystals back in here. Maybe I could touch both crystals by myself once they're in the sockets. Maybe if I stretch? Ooh, it's slimy, moldy, slippery, sticky, hard. A stone disc. Slimy, moldy, slippery, sticky. Nope, nothing else in there. That's it. Stacked like that, the 4 discs are now the same height as the shaft in the middle. Right, let's see. Those aren't gnome symbols. They're like all the others around here. What could they mean? you can push the shaft down. Looks like the machine doesn't like this combination. All these years and the machines are still working. And away it goes. Wow, that makes sense. Wow! I'm certain the builders had a good reason for installing it. Well, reasonably certain. I'm certain the builders had a good reason for installing it. Well, reasonably certain. Hey, the coast is clear. You can come in now. What? No one home? Ivo? Nate? Nothing. I'll go get them. I'm back! I told you I'd... Hello? Where are you?
Hey, are you listening? You guard them and don't eat them, understood? We will have some fun with them, but not here, not now.
I hope that Wilbur doesn't run into them.
Shorty's clever. He'll think of something. I hope.
Not much longer, and it'll be yours, Munkus. No one will be able to stop you, not even Mother. And you won't either, you pathetic little thing! You hear? I know you're hiding here somewhere!
Maybe this is a touch more adventure than I'd bargained for. I'm not sure I used that fishing rod properly. Although I caught a fish, Ivo still didn't look all that satisfied.
Okay, it's kind of like a puzzle. Ah, I understand. We have to bring a sacrifice before you'll open. And now, open! I command you, open up! Please? You're supposed...
I need the crystals to open that door over there. I won't be able to do it alone, though.
You're supposed two, open! Ah, the strong, silent type, eh? I hate you! I hate you!
I'm certain the builders had a good reason for installing it. Well, reasonably certain. I improved the machine.
Ah, the strong, silent type, eh? I hate you!
I better keep my
hate
distance.
you!
I don't know any battle magic, and he ain't no fluffy bunny.
Ah, the strong, silent type, eh? I hate you! I hate you! What the? The strong, silent type, eh? I hate you! I hate you! What the? The strong, silent type, eh? I hate you! What the? The strong, silent type, eh? I hate you! I hate you!
That's the only exit from the temple. Small hands, fat little belly, not ideal for this, I'd say. That wasn't so hard after all. Oh no! I've read about trolls. They're not nice. Why do experienced adventurers like those two let themselves get captured by the bad guys? That's what happens when you work with unqualified staff. All right, Wilbur. What have you read about trolls? They're big and ugly and they're not very nice. They drink blood at full moon, and when you say their name, they melt into sea foam because they can't stand sunlight. No, wait. Something's not right there. The troll would see me. As long as he's standing there, he'll see me if I leave the temple. Why do experienced adventurers like those two let themselves get captured by the bad guys? That's what happens when you work with unqualified staff. I don't think there's anything left down there that could be of any use, and I don't have to hide either.
Ah, the strong, silent type, eh? I hate you! I hate you!
I'll just leave it where it is.
The
It's too
strong,
unwieldy.
silent type, eh?
I wish I knew more
I
about
hate
ships
you.
and the sea and stuff like that. Then maybe I could operate that thing. I'd better keep my distance. I don't know any battle magic, and he ain't no fluffy bunny.
Ah, the strong, silent type, eh? I hate you! I hate you! Ah, the strong, silent type, eh? I hate you! I hate you! You're supposed to open!
Ugh! There were dead fish in that oil.
You're supposed to open! What the? Eh? Mm? Ew.
Maybe I could touch both crystals by myself once they're in the sockets. Ah, no. I need help from Nate or Ivo. The sorcerer put something in here. A mirror. that wasn't such a great idea. I can't reach the club unnoticed. The troll would see me. Maybe the two of them can somehow distract the troll.
Hey, you troll, you! You're as unintelligent as a...
I could make it to
well,
the club unnoticed,
a troll.
but I wouldn't be able to use
What are
it
you
in a fight.
doing?
It looks pretty heavy.
You're stupid, even for a troll.
You shouldn't.
If your club had woodworm, it would make it cleverer than you.
She doesn't mean it. Right, Ivo?
Yoo-hoo!
Quick, free us, and then we're out of here.
We can't go yet. We still have to find the treasure.
No treasure is worth that. Don't you know who that fat little guy is? And who his mother is?
And she won't like that we're messing up her plans. Get the ship ready for departure. Wilbur and I'll get the treasure and we'll be back in a second.
I will get the ship ready, and as soon as it's ready, I will depart, with or without you two.
But Captain Nate!
You know as well as I do that you can't just simply creep under the nearest stone and hide. You've helped us. We're in the same boat.
I'm done for.
Only the Archmage can protect you, and he wants the treasure, so wait here. Let's go.
Wow! Almost a little eerie.
Let's do it. Let's carry on and get us some treasure.
What kind of monster do you think the statue represents?
I hardly think that's relevant.
Maybe so. Oh!
Ah!
Ivo, it's dark. I'm not really good with the dark.
Then you should sort out some light. I can't help at the moment.
Okay. Wow! A dried up corpse. Its skin is like paper and it's a box. Got it! The box is full of little packages. And the packages are full of dried square things. Feels like cubes of dried grass. It smells a bit like it did in Sea Stone, like sea ocean. It's so familiar. I know what they are. Dried jelly glowfish. Jelly glowfish are always shipped dried in small boxes.
Did you just lick the jelly glowfish?
No.
Then how do you know what jelly glowfish taste like?
Well, that's my business. I need a container for the jelly glowfish, otherwise they'll get away. Something liquid, yeah? I'd love to be able to say it's water, but it stinks horribly. A stinky liquid of some sort. Smells tangy and caustic. Something hard, wooden, bones maybe? Living skeletons that...
Perhaps it's just simply wood.
Or that. Something cold, made of metal, I think. Like a sphere with round protrusions. Some part of this thing are made of glass, it seems. It's quite heavy, but it's hollow. There's an opening on one side, so it's a kind of container. I filled the container with that stinky liquid. I'll put the container down here and put a jelly glowfish in it. Ivo?
Yeah?
I don't think that was a passage.
You don't say. Good work.
I think we should get out of here. Fast.
Not without us getting what we came for.
You mean...
Absolutely. The artifact of divine fate. It isn't just being guarded by the monster, it's in the monster. Let's get it.
Maybe I could use the barrel as a boat, but I'd still need a paddle. I can hardly row with my hands. A lovely suitcase filled with all sorts of expensive clothes. Lace, silk, long johns, only the best. I know what these are. They let you breathe underwater. Grandad used to use these while fastening bombs to the bottom of orc ships. Unfortunately, the fuses kept going out. That's some sort of corrosive acid. No idea how deep the lake is, and I don't want to know either. Too deep for wading at any rate. These clothes don't fit me. Too bad, really, because sometimes it gets a touch breezy under my mage robes. I'm happy she's finally letting me help. It's probably best I don't talk to her, otherwise she might change her mind.
A suitcase with human clothes, too fine to be an adventurer's. Perhaps a merchant ship ran aground on the rocks out there and it belonged to one of the passengers. Humans are renowned for their absurd clothing, but this is simply ridiculous. That's it.
Great! Now it's my turn!
Let's try and think of something else for you. That's something Nomi. That means that it's dangerous and highly unlikely that it'll have any useful purpose at all. I'm not touching anything that's been built by a gnome. I've seen something like that once before. It's a kind of musical instrument. The wild men of the mountains use something like that. Doesn't work. A wooden board. It's about 1 meter long and one end runs to a point. The chest seems to be blocking this hole in the wall. Perhaps it's being sucked in tight. I can't get it out. It's been sucked in tight. Oh, the smell coming out of that hole is abominable. It appears to be some sort of drain. As if. Here, take it.
Thanks. There's no longer room for Ivo in the barrel, but I should be able to reach the other side with dry feet. Looks like a giant horn. Maybe the giants made them. My dad gave my mum one of those. You put a slate on this round plate and then carefully lower the needle onto the slate. And then you hear the sound of a needle scratching across the slate. Terrible noise, which is then amplified using that pipe there. That thing is too unwieldy for me. I'll only take the scratch loudener. No, that's too high up for me. stinks. Like, something really bad. I'm not climbing into a hole like that. Somebody else can do that.
No, it's okay, Wilbur. You do it.
But, don't elves have a better sense of direction?
You're much smaller than me, so you can squeeze your way through a narrow passage.
But
Get on with it. You want to be a hero, don't you? I would have leapt at the chance if someone had asked me.
All right. A barrel lid. Oh, a music puzzle. Wow, a ghostly apparition in the mirror. I need help.
This will help you.
A strong rope in good condition. Time to head back. But how? Ooh, I get it.
And how was it?
The usual. I can't reach. Look what I found, Ivo.
Oh, I've got an idea. Crawl into the barrel, will you?
Okay. Are you sure this is safe? Oh! Never again.
At least we're both on this side now.
There you are.
Thanks. I'll tie the rope to the handle. Let's try.
Okay. Yoo-hoo!
Appears that we've done our big friend a big favour with this. A beautifully worked chest. Looks solid. The chest won't be that easy to unlock. We'll need to break it open. Perhaps we could freeze it and...
It doesn't always have to be so complicated. I can't get it open.
Looks like a complicated lock. I suggest that we ask Captain Bonnet. Perhaps he can deal with it.
I'm sure he can. But first we have to get out of here.
There's something else in the box. This thing will make your voice much louder. Shame, because most mortal beings speak unbearably loud as it is, even without one of these things. No time for a chat. Here, take it.
Thanks.
What are you doing there?
Maybe I can communicate with the monster.
That's never going to work. We're surrounded by tons of flesh and blubber.
Yes, but the sound of the horn is amplified, then re-amplified until it's about 1,000 times as loud in the end.
Physical humbug. Obviously.
I must have eaten something bad.
Did you hear that? It can talk. Hello?
Who's there?
We're two adventurers trapped in your stomach.
Really? I'm sorry.
Would you let us out?
No, I don't get my hands on food very often.
But there's no meat on us at all. I was as thin as a toothpick, and I weigh less than a sheep.
Better than nothing.
Come on! We pried that chest from that gap in your stomach.
Which chest?
The chest that was plugging up the hole. It looked painful.
I don't know what you did, but I'm feeling better than I have in 100 years. Thank you.
So will you let us go?
All right then. But perhaps you could lure a few ships here, or a whale or two.
We'll see. Goodbye. I thought that monster was really nice. Perhaps we really could send a ship or two.
You are sometimes so strange.
But if we...
What the?
Surprise, my pretty one!
But... Captain Nate!
Have you been working with them all this time?
Oh, no, my dear. It's just that I happen to know which buttons to press with people like our human friend.
What did he promise you?
Our lives, mine in particular, and the treasure. All of it, except for one item which he wants to select.
I can imagine. Wilbur, don't hand over the artifact of divine fate, understood?
Understood.
The artifact of divine fate. Unlimited power.
Go away! I'm a mighty battle mage.
Sure you are.
Nate, you can't allow this to happen.
He'll focus on his own affairs. That's what you should have done, too. You... Ah!
Take the artifact to safety.
No! Ah!
How could you do that?
I've saved your necks. Well, yours at least.
You freed the sorcerer, all because you wanted treasure.
Do you seriously believe I thought for 1 second that Munkus would give us a treasure hoard? I made a deal with Munkus because it was the one small chance we had of getting out of there in one piece. Don't you get it? They would have pursued us and made our lives hell. And sooner or later, we'd have fallen into their hands. No treasure's worth that.
Do you think anyone anywhere will have a quiet life if that falls into Motroga's hands?
I really didn't know. Hey! Hey, little guy, where are you going? Fine, just go. And next time, just tell me what it's... Wilbur!
He's waking up.
Ah!
Nice and calm now. You're safe here. We're zombies.
I'm calm. And inedible. Bad skin, very nasty flesh, and hardly any brains.
You see, he hates us.
He's afraid of us.
And that's why he hates us. Our committee still has a lot of work to do.
Who are you?
We are the Committee for the Humane Treatment of the Undead.
We're trying to improve the bad reputation that the undead have amongst the living.
And amongst the dead.
Because no one seems to like us.
Where is Wilbur? There was a trap and a shadow.
That was me. I knocked you down. You banged your head on a rock. Please forgive me. I don't really have this body under control yet.
Why did you knock me over? What's happened to Wilbur?
He probably saved your neck.
The chief orc from the camp set that trap. If it caught you both, then it wouldn't only be your little friend who's in trouble.
Wilbur's in an orc camp? Oh man, and it's my fault?
How do you mean?
Well...
Tell us, boy. As you can see, we've been blaming ourselves for this mess.
All right. My name is Nate. I was in Seastone by the Western Ocean. Then along comes this little gnome and... And wham! Everything goes black. Then I wake up and there you are.
You deceived him?
You were only interested in saving your own neck.
Well, it's not exactly like that. Shades of gray.
You should be wearing this pillory.
I've lived with pirates, cutthroats, but never, never.
Now just hold it right there. Maybe I did behave just a tiny little bit narcissistically.
You sold your friends down the river because you hoped it would help you get out of the whole thing in one piece? No. You have to get Wilbur out of there, and you have to free the elf.
I know, you're right. And I have to get the artifact to safety too.
I will help you if you meant that seriously. My name is Gulliver. You can find me up in my workshop. Come on, body.
Isn't it a lovely day today? My finely tuned intuition is telling me you might have some troubles.
Oh, the trauma! The pain!
Oh, woman stuff? Or proper pain, like physical?
No! 1,000 times worse than that!
Looks like she shouldn't have gone into that deep water without her water wings.
It wasn't an accident. I wanted to kill myself.
It almost worked. Oh well, sweetheart, it's not all bad. Tell your Uncle Nate what's wrong.
Don't make fun of me!
Would I?
You men are so insensitive.
only he wasn't. He understood me.
Who is he?
Maximilian. My Maximilian. Oh, the most beautiful man who ever walked under the stars.
Yes, and then?
Gone. He is gone.
And that's why you wanted to kill yourself?
We were engaged. Maximilian and I were to be married. It was heavenly. I, the rich daughter of a mithril merchant, and he...
Get to the tragic bit, please.
I gave him chestfuls of gold and all my jewelry as a token of my love. He was going to use it to arrange the most beautiful wedding ever.
Ah, the con man hoofed it.
He did not hoof it. Something must have happened to him. He must have been held. Perhaps someone kidnapped him. And now he is languishing away in some tower and...
He hoofed it.
He will come back. And we will be reunited like two lovers on...
And why have you chosen to ruin the atmosphere in this particular crypt?
This is the resting place of his forebears. I will wait with his ancestors until I receive news from him.
Sounds logical. Well, it can't last that much longer.
I know.
As much as I'd love to spend more time with you, I have to get going.